Well, the demand for electric vehicles has pushed the price of lithium to new highs. It is, of course, a critical mineral used in EV batteries, and its price has jumped fivefold over the last year. Elon Musk saying on the Tesla earnings call last night, it is the single biggest cost growth item for the company. To talk more about that, we've got Pras Subramanian, who, of course, covers this space. We heard from Elon Musk yesterday, but this is something we're consistently hearing from EV companies. Yeah,
that's right. He even said it's the fundamental limiting factor in EV adoption worldwide, right? Because this is just the one thing that they can't get their hands on. And he said that the company might get involved with their own lithium production, kind of, cut out the miners and things like that, or the suppliers, just to kind of get that critical supply to their factories.
He put out a tweet.
Yeah.
Sort of leading to speculation about it. Yeah,
and he said it again. He hinted at it again on the call. It's so important to the business. And the thing is lithium, it's not a rare element, right? It's like it's around, just there's not enough miners getting it is seemingly the problem. And I think you're right about the fact that these car companies are going to start trying to source their own because it's probably makes sense to them economically. You have GM investing in a project in California. You have BMW involved in Argentina. VW is buying direct in Germany. Tesla, of course, has rights in Nevada for lithium. And then CATL, the Chinese battery maker, just I think yesterday secured a deal in China to mine more lithium. And they also bought a Canadian lithium miner recently. So big business.
There's an incredible number from the IEA. This is global demand is expected to grow by 40 times in the next 20 years. And you mentioned California, where GM has already invested in. It's an interesting story that's playing out in the Salton Sea, which is 3-hour drive from LA, because the White House has kind of highlighted that spot as the template of how the supply chain should work for these EV makers, but also lithium. You're talking about a place that reportedly has the largest lithium deposit in the world. We've heard Governor Newsom call it the Saudi Arabia of lithium, mined by geothermal, renewable energy. You've got the deposit that comes out of that becomes lithium. Now you've got a company saying we're going to develop a gigafactory out there. And so is that kind of where the future is in terms of localizing the supply chain? We've heard so much about China having such a stronghold on all critical materials. But as we talk about this EV transition, how important is it to localize that?
I think that's exactly right, because of the fact that if the prices keep rising, it makes sense for local production. It doesn't make sense to, we'll get cheap lithium from China. Well, it's not cheap anymore, so why not do it here in our backyard? And then you can service all these new factories in California, Nevada, and even Arizona, where Lucid is. And
we heard from the Rivian CEO earlier this week, I think, when he said just 10% of what's ultimately needed in lithium supply is being mined right now. So a story we'll continue to watch. Pras, thanks so much for that.